ICO tracker token data has stated that 902 ICO projects that have collected funds in 2017. 142 of them couldn't attract enough funds to continue. 276 did collect the funds but disappeared with the money or slowly closed shop and its operations. So over 59% of the ICO startups that began life in 2017 today could be considered dead. Tone, does that reiterate your point that there is no future for ICOs?
I wish it reiterated my point more. I disagree with almost everything that was just said. And as far as the statistic versus the companies, the ICOs that didn't get enough investment and ICOs that did get the investment has absolutely nothing to do with the technology, has absolutely nothing to do with their proposal. It all has to do, did they hire the right PR firm? Did they hire the right people that have a lot of followers on Twitter? Did they advertise properly? And this is nothing like walking into a casino and gambling, because a casino is not creating their own money. You're coming in there with your dollars and you're gambling with dollars. There's no unregistered trading and speculation on that casino token. That comparison is not even close. And Mark, you're an investor. You know how difficult it is to be an investor. If you're a professional investor, if you're running a VC firm, it's a 24-hour job for you. You are the expert. And most people will say you will not beat the S&P 500. I don't understand why people are trying to bring speculative investment to the general public when a professional can barely get it right and not just capitalize on the word blockchain. And no one in the SEC can assess the quality of these projects. If they brought someone like me as a consultant, I would tell them that 95% of everything that has a blockchain on it is not even a blockchain.
But this is not a question. This is not the question.
He brings up a great point, and if you're interested in this interview, it's Crypto Debate RT. I'll be trying to post as much of this interview as I can, but it's like 30 minutes long, so I'm not going to do the entire interview. But he brings up a great point. It really bothers me when people try to say cryptocurrency is related to casinos. It's the stupidest analogy, has nothing to do with it. And that's just people, the best one is that there's this Fox News analyst who compared investing in cryptocurrencies, not even ICOs, investing in cryptocurrencies as lotto scratchers, which is the most retarded and stupid comment ever. I call her the Bitcoin troll. I don't even know what her name is, but go through the channel. I have her on my Fox News segment pretty often. And so my personal opinion is it's very hard to get decent returns, and some of these ICOs are complete scams, and the public needs to be protected. So yes, there needs to be regulation, but even with regulation, you can scam. And I've talked about this in previous videos in my channel, where even regulated companies can be scammed, and we saw that there were stocks that were registered with the SEC that just added blockchain to their name, and they were making money off of that. Enron was one of the biggest scams of all time, and that was supposed to be regulated by the SEC. So if you have regulation, or with or without regulation, there's always going to be scammers and people taking advantage of other people. There's nothing you can do. But when it comes to rate of return, because like I said, if you're going to get into the ICO market and you're going to compare it to the S&P 500 returns, and remember right now our stock market is not doing as well as the cryptocurrency market right now, this moment, because the stock market is in a downward trend. So is cryptocurrency, but if you look at the market cap, we had a little rebound, and that's just the risks you take. And the unfortunate risk of an ICO is you can make 2, 3, 500, 10,000% return, but you could also lose it all. But at the same time, you can go with a big coin like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and yeah, they might go down to 70, 80, well, not 70, but they can go down a large amount, but them becoming zero is not going to happen. So once again, it really bothers me when we try to compare cryptocurrencies to gambling or ICOs to gambling. It just doesn't make sense. And there's no way, he brings up another great point, it's very hard for people to be able to effectively regulate this stuff because the technology is constantly evolving. And let's just be honest, governments can be very inefficient, very slow, very stupid. So I just don't see it happening. But at the same time, there's things that we can do to protect investors, maybe share the information like I am on YouTube. And as long as the investors know what they're doing and realize that a lot of these are scams. I think that, you know, if you're investing $5 or $10 and, you know, you have the ability on that 5 or 10 or whatever you're investing to make, you know, 10 times that, obviously there's going to have to be some sort of risk to justify that. So, and there's certain people that should be able to make it. And I do understand that there's worse scams like BitConnect. Stuff like that is a clear-cut example of, okay, let's go and regulate it. But just to say that, okay, now everything is going to be like BitConnect or everything is a scam, it's stupid, and it's just a blanket description, which I don't agree with. But let me know what you guys think. This is a great debate. I would highly recommend watching the full 30-minute video if you're very interested in this. I'll break down as much of the segments I find interesting. But personally, I'm probably only going to cover like about half of it, because it's just way too long of an interview. But let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to you soon.